I definitely still think that he's ducking Pat Bev.
Patrick Beverley was not an original person that he called out to play. Just because Pat wants to play, don't mean this gotta play him.
I'm not playing nobody who never averaged over 10 points.
Hey, BJ, stop playing. Hey, BJ, stop playing with me.
There we go. I'm just saying, this is not the 10 and under league. I'm not doing it.
And I ain't playing who ain't got no pension.
All right, well, that's fine then. So we both even then. We ain't got a pension and you can't average over 10. So it don't matter.
Okay, why we can't? All right, let's just be regular hoopers then. I'm calling you out. Let's play.
Get over 10 points and then maybe we can talk.
I mean, I can't do it now. I feel me. I got 13 years in the league.
You can go back. You can go back.
So why you won't play me now? I'm calling you out now.
You can go back.
Hey, Gil, you know what that is? That's that Rashad McCann.
No, it ain't. This ain't no Rashad McCann. Because for one, I wasn't even talking to you. Second of all, you inserted your into this. And second of all, then you tried to take the idea. Come on, dog.
Well, we talking about one-on-one. You talking about the idea.
Right, the one-on-one idea. You tried to host the... Nobody was even talking to you. Nobody asked you to get involved in any of this.
Yeah, you're right. So let's play tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Get over 10 points and then maybe I'll play you.
So all right, so now we know what it is, right, Gil?
Now we playing two like we did the 2-on-2.
Get over 10 points.
6-minute clip. Tomorrow though.
Yeah, he wanted to smoke right then and there.
And he waddled away, waddle. And he waddled away,
Brandon Jennings was
waddle.
Brandon was talking during that stream, so he was seeing all the clips that someone was posting. I don't know who, and yeah, he pulled up to the playback stream to address what Brandon was saying. Because I think, let me see what Brandon said during the stream specifically that got him mad.
First of all, who y'all got? Let's go ahead and get it out the way. Who y'all got?
Pat Bev.
Like that, Pat Bev, bro. All day, every day.
Brandon?
No, we're not asleep.
Damo?
No, we not asleep, bro.
Your guy BJ?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot it's for the clip. I
right. Yeah, you know, I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's go.
So less about Brandon Jennings ducking smoke. Like he's sitting here out of playing a one-on-one, and it's so obvious. I will give him grace of he wasn't talking to Pat, and Pat did insert himself into a conversation no one had him in. I give him that, but just talking about playing ones and you getting scary. That's crazy to me. Like obviously Pat Beverley, you're skunking him.
Yeah, 100. When bro offered to pull out 100 bands or something, and then he got a little fidgety or whatever, I was like, there ain't no way BJ ain't got 100 bands. But I mean, he don't want to put it up and lose. Fine, I understand that. When bro said, okay, we just talking who play me. Okay, well, the average 10 points. You don't even got to be a part of the event. Play me. The only thing I give him is a day. Like, all right, bro, my dog ain't in shape. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. But the idea that you ain't average 10 points, man. I don't know what it is, bro. But this side, he in the league, man. I'm not in the fucking league. You already know that some niggas certain roles for certain players. Pat Bev, we can talk about him averaging 30 or whatever in high school, but at the end of the day, if it's in a one-on-one setting and he has to create his own shots and do what he has to do, and there's not necessarily all the defense that's surrounding them in 5-on-5 basketball, Pat Bev going to not only make a play, let alone is he just going to fucking lock up fucking BJ there. So it's obvious that he's just ducking that. He waddled away. I don't even need to necessarily drag it out too much longer, let someone else go, but it's a little nasty to me because the criteria kept changing.
Did it keep changing, or did
from who?
The initial point Brandon Jennings made was the people whose ass he would bust in his the people who he felt he was better than in his class, XYZ. Then when it came down to actually playing ones, what active pro player was he talking about playing? The closest
Pat Bev put himself in there for sure.
Like the closest person that actively playing is Jeff Teague. He was playing in the Big Three and he's coaching basketball. Outside of that, it was Ty Lawson, who ain't played in forever. It was just players that ain't played for real.
Yeah.
Yes, he said he was better than X, Y, and Z, but in terms of playing, he's talking about playing people who was in his realm of being inactive. Pat Bev heard about it, did say, "Oh shit, we could host it, put bread on the." No one was talking to your bum ass, Pat. Like, no, why are you inserting yourself? Imagine us four talking about other podcasts that we feel like we can go mic to mic with, and then here come Loud and Wrong. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all want it with us. Who was talking about y'all? Shout out Loud and Wrong. I'm just saying, who was talking about y'all? Like, y'all just want to be in the convo.
Yeah, I think for me, definitely got Pat Bev winning. And the clip looks bad from Brandon Jennings because he does look like he's ducking. But especially after he explained his side on Gil's Arena today, I am honestly more on Brandon's side now when it comes to this.
Okay, well let me get to Brandon's side.
Yeah, I hear the explanation, but I did
I'll
see
say
more
this.
context.
I've never really seen a hooper run from hoop smoke. It's my first time ever, so I'm a little bit new to this. But I will give Biso said that it's in this next clip. I will give him the benefit of the doubt.
I thought they were they're bucket getters, and they've had great careers, and I feel like I fit that standard of it. So I'm talking to these three guys, and I'm trying to conduct business over here, and I got this guy over here just keep tapping me on my shoulder. Like he's just tapping me on my shoulder, trying to buy his way in, and I'm just sitting there like, dude, we're not talking to you right now.
Cheryl Swoops with the bunny ears threw me off. I just had to
they
say
had
that.
an Easter egg hunt today.
Yeah, let's continue.
So to throw $100K in my face when the pot is already at 500,000, and you're trying to lowball me to go in the bank account to go get $100K. I'm not hurting for $100K, and you want to play one-on-one because you ain't invited because your numbers don't meet the standards.
There was a criteria that you set in place.
It's a criteria to this. Like, I'm talking to Lou Will, Patrick. I'm talking to Ty Lawson, Patrick.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to Jeff T, Patrick.
Mechanic. Say mechanic.
Like, you just want to throw money. You just want to insert yourself into a conversation that ain't got nothing to do with you, dog.
For real.
Like,
mechanics do.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
they always fucking change.
Like I know what you're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know what you're doing, dog. Like, you did the same thing to Cam and Mace. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to sun them. You did the same thing to Rashad. You're doing everything to everybody else with Underdog. You mad because Underdog ain't sponsoring you? Huh? You mad because you can't be a part of this couch? Right. You came over here twice. Yeah. We tried to help you.
Okay. All right.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how y'all niggas don't see that, man. I definitely still think that he's ducking Pat Bev. I ain't gonna cap. And then there's definitely further context because I seen the video today. I seen the clip today. Y'all talking about this clip? I seen the clip from a No Chill Guild platform where he kind of just someone brings up Pat Bev. I'm gonna go ahead and re-listen to it right now. But someone brings up Pat Bev and he just starts cooking him. He just starts straight cooking them, talking about he ain't even average 10 points. Like, get him out of here type shit. And next thing you know, when Pat Bev pulls up, now I'm not playing you.
That was the criteria for
no. Y'all not hearing what I'm saying. It's not that was his criteria to play. It's like he didn't even he said it like Pat Bev weren't all that. Like the tone of it mattered. He was like, man, he ain't even average 10 points. Yes, like get him out of here. He's not good enough to play me type shit. That's what it came off like.
He's using somebody that's not good enough to play him because of the criteria he said originally.
Then prove it. What are we doing?
Why do you need to prove it if you made an official call out and you got niggas from outside of your jurisdiction trying to get in on it? That's weird. If you Sage said, yo, these group of niggas that are all in my realm of having, and I'm just throwing numbers out there, all of us creators in this anime shit with 100K. These three niggas can't fuck with me. All these three niggas with 100K can't fuck with me. These niggas that's pulling X amount of views can't fuck with me. If a nigga that is at 20K and is pulling a fourth of the views you talking about is like, nah, Sage, I could bust your ass. What's up in this? What's up? We can go anime for anime. Power rank. Why would you entertain that when he's not in the conversation?
I'm gonna be honest. For me, Damo, it's actually the other way around. Like, to me, this is for retired hoopers. For this is for people in his class. You know what I'm saying? So for me, this is the equivalent of like the basketball YouTubers trying to get the runs in, and here goes this ex NBA player. Yo, like let me in on this. 100K on the line. Let's play right now. But like, bro, this is not for you.
Bro,
he did not call out Drew. Stop lying in the chat. He did not call out Drew.
Y'all keep ducking the fact, bro. Y'all keep ducking the fact that Pat Bev's name was brought up. And he dunked on that idea of it. And then Pat Bev pulls up to him, whatever. But he talks about Pat Bev. It wasn't even just a one-off conversation. He talks about Pat Bev for a lengthy amount of time. And then he's like, oh, when Pat Bev pull up, and he's like, okay, I don't average 10 points, whatever, explains that. But you was talking crazy. So we could run it. We could run it for free. We could run it for 100K.
So many people from the 09 class. Where was this energy? What was that nigga from? When Marcus Thornton was pulling up on TikTok. Nah, shawty, nah. Whatever fucking accent he got, and he was trying to insert himself in the conversation. Niggas didn't have this energy of, no, play him. He's in your class. He can hoop. Niggas didn't have that energy because they knew Marcus Thornton was not a part of the conversation. People just inserted him in there because he's in the draft class. That's what niggas did with Pat Bev. I'm with Souls. Souls made a great point. And like I said earlier, Pat Bev, out of everyone that was named, is the only active professional hooper. Everyone else he named has not played ball over 5 years professionally. Seriously, why is this nigga trying to get in this conversation? It's weak to me. That's crazy.
I mean, let me also say this, because people are bringing up in chat. He also called out Drew. There is a reason after why the initial call out that Brandon Jennings had, he has not said Drew's name, is because the conversation is shifted from even bringing up Drew. He's in a different class. He's in a different class.
Bro,
y'all was talking about him and Drew Holiday while he was
go
in high
ahead,
school.
but I'm getting quotes directly of what this nigga BJ was saying. I'm gonna let Omar go, but bro, y'all niggas is doing a lot, bro.
Sage, no one is saying you're lying about the quotes. We know he said some nut shit about Pat Beverley. We can all agree with that. The point is, Patrick Beverley was not original person that he called out to play. Patrick Beverley was not someone he had on his radar to play. Just because Pat wants to play, don't mean this nigga gotta play him. He didn't call this nigga out. He's not on his radar. He does not fit the criteria of the niggas he's trying to hoop with. Why is this such a hard thing to see?
My dog, it's basketball, hoop. And for their whole life, it's been basketball, hoop. Whoever in front of you roll the ball out, we're gonna hoop
it's
it
not
out.
True.
It ain't.
It's not true.
I don't know when that's not been the case for them.
When he was in high school, back when he was in high school, he wasn't just hooping it up with anybody. He had an ego and a stigma about him. That's why he talks about himself the way that he does, even to this day. Brandon Jennings was not a nigga that just, no matter if you hoop, he was gonna hoop against you. No, he has an extremely inflated ego about himself because of the things that he was able to do. When Jeff T was talking about the differences between him when he pulled up to the ABDC camp and Brandon Jennings put up to the ABDC camp, that story alone proved to me Brandon is not just hooping against anybody. He is hooping against people that he deems worthy. I'm not saying it's right, but that's that nigga's mindset.
I think there's a recent clip of Jeff T also saying that he ain't playing for free too.
That it's not about that. So what Brandon is, this is all for the clip and for the money. So he's trying to take the bigger platform because he does bring up the platform, which I'll get into in 2 seconds. He's not talking about playing just anybody. These are all league guys. Brandon Jennings, if we're looking at careers and all, doesn't have. I mean, he could do the mental backflips and hurdles about who the league guys are, et cetera, et cetera. Roll the ball out. These are pro hoopers. It's the same. I mean, you over there playing with people in D. Friga's league. Roll the ball out and play basketball. It's truly as simple as that. Now, if you don't want to play basketball, don't play basketball. I actually have no problem with him not playing basketball. Don't act like you're not running from playing basketball with somebody else who is to the level of you, pro hooper, because then you could also then you're turning around playing on D. Friga circuit. Like, we've got to stop. I want to play more of this because this shit about being on the couch over here and all that stuff, I'm already past that. I'll get to that in a sec, but I just want to play a little bit more of this.
Man, like, what we talking about, dog? Like, what we doing, man? Like, let me handle my business with these three, and maybe I'll call you, I give you a call, and I got a plan for maybe you can do your one-on-one tournament. Like, let me do business, dog.
The fuck is
like, you trying to throw out 100K, you trying to take over the one-on-one thing, and you trying to make it your thing. You want us to sit up there, take a picture with you while you host like you Don King. Man, watch out, man.
Only in America.
Like, watch out, bro. Like, you ain't even average over 10. You a 10 and under dude, dog. Like, don't talk that with me, man. I'm not playing you one-on-one. I don't want to play that type of basketball. Your game ain't sexy enough. I don't want to play football.
Shit, right now.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I play him.
Like,
those are different talks. I hear him with that.
Like, all this, like, you trying to throw, like you trying to throw 100K in my face, bro. I gave you some clothes. I gave you a chef. Bro, I let your family friends stay at my crib. Like, man, don't try to stun on me.
Damn.
Like, don't try to come piggyback off what I...
Huh?
I said, now this is nasty. This shit, I don't agree with this shit. This shit is nasty.
Say and try to take it and then do your own league, dog. I'm doing real business over here with billionaires. It's at 500K, but if you want to put your 100K, we can make it 600K. Shit, we could give you a little section over here for your podcast so you can commentate.
Damn.
Come on, okay.
Podcast now presented by Underdog.
Like, nah, man, like, nah, like, it is funny.
The mics will not be plugged in.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause you my nigga. Like, I fuck with you.
No, you can't say that.
No, he is. No, he is. I fuck with him. Like, I fuck with him. But you know what I'm saying? If you want to do business, you want to do a collab with Tough Crowd, man, we can take that 100K. We can do a collab. We could do a defensive one-on-one league.
Yeah, and this is, to me, this loser. And I know that there's levels to all this blah 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 blah, but he put out this one tweet right here, specifically going at Patrick Beverley's podcast. You know, circling the numbers, see y'all tomorrow on, alluding to
this was weak to me.
The size of the platform. Dog, you hopped on Gil's Arena.
I'm doing Pat Bev numbers.
You hopped on Gil's Arena, right? Literally in the thing, see y'all tomorrow on Gil's Arena. I'm a part of something. At least Patrick Beverley is doing his own thing. That would be like me hopping on AMP or Sidemen or Mr. Beast and then stunting on everybody else who doesn't make the same views as Mr. Beast's channel. Yeah, I'm get with the winning team. Put like, yeah, we doing numbers over here. No, Mr. Beast is doing numbers.
I'll see you on the Joe Budden pod tomorrow. Whoa.
And not like you're getting a slice of the pie for sure. And I'm not even saying that you're contributing, but flexing another man's shit, we got to get the fathers. Does he come from a single parent household?
I didn't say that.
We got to get the fathers back in the home. I'm being dead.
I don't know about that.
We got to get the fathers back into the home.
I'll just say one, it's super nasty to get personal how he did, bringing up letting his family stay with him and all that extra nut shit.
Fathers back into the home.
That's some nut shit. When we just talking about hoop, I will give people that. Brandon Jennings definitely moving all this a corny way, but I will say there's a bunch of disingenuous, corny people in the chat right now, and people hyping this shit up. One, if we're now living in the world where there's not levels in the NBA, I don't know when the fuck that happened. I don't know when we got to the point to where an NBA player is just an NBA player. No, nigga, there are levels to NBA players. And again, as corny as he made it seem, and it does sound like ducking, I'm not gonna lie, it sounds like he's ducking. The nigga stated he only wants smoke with niggas that fit a certain criteria, which is led a team, scored over X amount of points, had X amount status in the NBA. There are NBA players like that view people that did what they did or better as equals, and people that haven't done it as lesser. Hell, Shaq has made a career on TV disrespecting big men for not living up to an extremely high standard regardless. And anybody that's close to that, he demeans if they're not as good as him. So we've seen this. So the people I'm seeing in chat, he's gonna act like Pat Bev's not an NBA player. Why we act like there's levels in the NBA? Nigga, there is levels in the NBA. Ty Lawson led a team to the playoffs. Who else did he say he was trying to play? Lou Will, arguably one of the best 6 men of all time, had a big part of leading the team to the playoffs that no one's seen coming. Who the fuck was the last person? And Jeff Teague was the point guard leading the team to the playoffs. All those people fit the criteria that he said. I don't agree with the criteria. Y'all can say I'm caping. I'm just going by what that nigga said. Y'all arguing what y'all think and what y'all feel and what y'all want to happen. Fuck y'all. I'm talking about what Brandon Jennings said himself. Yes, it sounds like ducking, but that's that nigga's criteria. Who the fuck are y'all to argue with this nigga based off what he thinks as an NBA player? Like what?
I just want to add this real quick too. I just one thing we haven't mentioned is this point about Pat Bev trying to circumvent what he's trying to set up. I think that's a part of the reason why he's like really not fucking with Pat Bev right now. He's trying to set up an event as backed by people, this, that, and the third. And here go Pat Bev. Inserting himself when, again, he was barely brought up. I'm going to set it up. Man, we trying to do business over here. Relax. We fucking up the bread.
If he could whoop Pat Bev, y'all wouldn't even nearly say that, bro. I'm not going to cop. I think this is just.
Plus, I do think, I don't know how it started, but I don't know if Pat Bev started with including himself into their event, and that
he
didn't
did.
happen. So then he said
he did. Let me
start his own.
He was trying to set it up. That was the the initial thing was Brandon Jennings talking about the 09 draft class. Oh, I could beat this, beat that. But then Jeff Teague and them got together. All right, let's set it up. Pat Bev comes out of nowhere and says, "All right, I'm gonna set up the event myself."
Man, let's do it. We can set it up, 100K tournament. We can really get this shit cracking. We can host it over here. He inserted himself into the business ordeal. Now, how it got to hooping, different conversation. But he did insert himself in a conversation that had nothing to do with. This is before anyone brought Pat Bev's name up at all. He inserted himself into what they had going on.
Okay, that's fine. I don't agree with that thing. I still do think it's weird. My homie got a bigger chain. So what's up?
Super weird.
No, that's
super corny. Super corny. Super weird. Super corny.
My mom. Your people lay with my people and all this other stuff like that. Again, I'm saying it. It could be me, dog. I don't even believe in this stuff. We gotta bring the fathers back into the home. That's weird. That's bitch made. I'm going there because that just is to me. I'm outside with my brother's chain on, and let me leak this personal stuff as if it's supposed to make somebody be swayed in a basketball conversation. It's basketball and business. You talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know the situation and circumstance. This basketball and business, and you talking about a time where I potentially needed assistance. I leaned on you in confidence for assistance, and then you brought this to public airways. That's weird.
Super lame. Super lame, and Cruz, you're super wrong. This nigga, they brought up the 09 class, and they brought specific names up from the 09 class because there were players that he said was be too big to play one-on-one. Like, Tyreek Evans, why would I play one-on-one? He's bigger than me. He didn't want to play Tyreek Evans. He didn't say Tyreek. He didn't have that issue with him. They said specific players. Like, I don't know why niggas think just because this is why
what about
again,
Curry? Come on,
this is why Marcus Thornton was an afterthought because he was in the 09 class too. He tried to insert himself and no one took it serious. So just because niggas is in the 09 class doesn't mean that's who they were talking about. Because even in the 09 class, he made that criteria of players he will play. Again, y'all can say it's ducking. I also think it's ducking. I'm not disagreeing there, but sitting here and trying to make the argument something that it's not, or misconstrue what the fuck he's saying, that is weird.
I give y'all the 09 shit, by the way. I'm not that obtuse with the subject because, yeah, even in the very, very, very original clip or whatever, yeah, he goes on to explain certain players that he lose to. Hell, even in the clip that I've been reviewing, he talks about how he only played Pat 3 times, and Pat, he didn't score that much on Pat or whatever the fuck. So it's not like Brandon Jennings, I mean, granted, he's, saying whatever the fuck he wants, but it's not like he doesn't necessarily know what could go down if he plays someone that's 6'6", he plays somebody stocky, things like that. But nah,
Cruz, you're wrong. They didn't go through all the guards, gang. He was in the second round. They didn't name second round guards. When they did the redraft, no one thought about the second round.
Tweets.
I'm sorry. I just don't like niggas that are just wrong. Like, you're just wrong about it.
All right, but nah. So what was I saying? Oh, but like just I'm not gonna lie. I just, and this is consistent with me on all topics or whatever. We don't need to be tone deaf though. Like this nigga directly is saying, you're not a fucking star. I didn't even play that nigga. Who is he? I don't do the 10 and under league. Don't get mad at me because I'm only talking to stars and shit. At some point, bro, hell not. Like, all right, bro, you're talking kind of crazy. Play the nigga. That's all I'm saying. I don't know how the hell everything is becoming everything because of jealousy or we're getting strictly to the business. Nigga, Pat Bev literally goes on a statement. All right, bro, fuck the business, fuck the one-on-one, fuck the money, nigga. I just want to play you now. I just want to play you. Nah, bro. So I just personally don't see how, and you've admitted to it, so maybe if there's someone that disagrees with you or whatever, I just don't see how we not looking at that. He's textbook ducking Pat Bev.
He's definitely ducking.
Absolutely ducking.
Yeah.
Absolutely ducking. I would agree there.
I just think he got the right to duck in this instance. Yeah. Duck away.
If I say I'm only playing A, B, and C, I don't need no F nigga coming around talking about some, I feel offended. All right, F, say the fuck over there. I'm talking A, B, and C.
F shouldn't feel offended, but at the same time, just don't
talk
if I say
crazy
something
about F. If I say something crazy about F, I get that. I get why F is mad.
That's fine,
I get why F is mad, and I get why it's ducking if I'm not trying to play F. But at the end of the day, F, I'm sorry. I was talking to A, B, and C. Like, I don't know what the
ultimately the market is deciding that he's ducking now.
And fun fact of the day, when you look at the 6-year span of their two primes, because I'm assuming, well, not assuming, Brandon Jennings on several occasions has talked about pre-injury. There's a 6-point difference, but Pat Beverley did average 9 points. So I guess he is just barely not qualified.
Man, he said it very flat out and point blank in that last part. He does not want to go one-on-one against a defensive specialist.
He has
picked
said
a
that
bunch
as
of
well.
niggas.
Yeah, he said
He
several
picked
times.
a
He don't
bunch
wanna
of
do
niggas that
defensive
are
niggas.
offensive heavy, so we can go bucket for bucket. He is not trying to go against Pat Bev, who is about to go 110 to make sure he don't score and can give him a bucket because he is not in playing shape. That let's really call a spade a spade. He's ducking. I agree with everybody. He is 100% ducking because he knows he'll get his ass whooped by Pat Beverley. But man, Pat, that's disingenuous knowing you the only in shape nigga.
Yeah,
like,
no, that's why I give you
That's
100%. And if you had made that argument off rip, I'd have been like, all right, that on Pat Bev's end, yeah, no, the tomorrow shit was crazy. I said it initially. I ain't gonna skip over it. Yeah, play tomorrow. You know that nigga. Come on, bro. He's smoking weed in the clip. The fact that Brandon Jennings not in shape, like, come on, bro. That is crazy.
One, he's retired, and two, I ain't gonna lie. Again, when we talk about the brass tacks, I truly, and this is just about the hoop and stuff like that. I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear about the if I was in shape, or if I give me a month to shoot. That shit don't matter. You stay ready. You don't got to get ready.
Not for 100K.
No, you don't stay ready after you retire from playing ball. Niggas saying Pat Bev retired.
So I
yeah,
give him
from
the
the
grace
NBA. He retired from the NBA because no one gave him a contract. He went to Greece to play that shit. He was still a pro player.
Again, talking about niggas who hoop, like just hooping, just hooping. I don't want to hear all the excuses.
You would
or whatever.
think they always hoop.
We rolling the ball out, and I don't even think that they always hoop. Niggas is not trying to hear the excuses. They didn't want to hear the excuses in the playing days. When we had to park, niggas don't want to hear them type of excuses. Bro, we hooping or not?
But it's a difference when you're talking about NBA level talent of people. It's crazy to me. We can sit here and listen to NBA players talk about how much of a different shape it is to play this level of talent. But then when we in a situation where 90% of the party that's playing is genuinely out of shape and not at that level, and one nigga is, and we're like, yeah, the one nigga that's still in playing
that's on
has
you.
a significant advantage. That's not on you. These niggas aren't playing actively. What are we doing?
But that's on you.
You're right. You're right.
That's hey, it's pride.
That's the one thing I am on your side.
I'm not a pride type dude. Now, money get on the line. It's the money get on the line.
There is money on the line.
I understand.
You're not an NBA type dude. You wouldn't understand this conversation.
I'm not an NBA type dude either. But if a nigga tell me put the bread up, what we gonna do? Not put the bread up?
No, you're not gonna put the bread up. If a nigga has a significant advantage over you, no, you're not gonna put the bread up.
So if
T-Jack wants to play 1v1 against you tomorrow for 50K, what you doing?
I'm playing one.
Roll the ball out.
For okay.
Roll the ball out, Diesel.
For 50K?
Well, I'm a bitch.
For 50K, you still doing it?
Lose 50K?
You putting on the line.
Roll the ball out.
Okay, man.
Roll the
niggas
ball
is so
out.
extra now.
Especially
niggas is Crip Mac.
We
He just taking all fades. Aaron the plumber. Omar the plumber. All fades.
If we going pod for pod, I'm doing the same thing.
That's fine. We are podcasters. That's absolutely fine.
But
we're talking about niggas who are former. We're talking about professional basketball.
Like,
who wins a pod for pod?
I'm telling you. I don't know. Sometimes it's the pride. What you gonna say? Because then he start laughing. And it's again, y'all know, some things I'm not prideful about. I don't care about what the comments say. I don't care about all that other stuff. But if especially a nigga close to me talking about check the ball up, man, check the ball up.
Yeah, this nigga isn't close to you though. That's different.
Even I ain't gonna lie. Even Biso said T-Jazz. We understand the difference between me and T-Jazz. David say roll the ball out. I'm rolling the ball out.
That's Davis. That's not T-Jazz.
No, I understand that. I don't think the difference between I think the difference between me and T-Jazz and Pat Bev and Brandon Jennings, I think their difference is close. It's closer at least.
Is Davis an active hooper? Like he hoops regularly?
Who?
Davis.
I'm pretty sure he hoops on occasion, just like everybody else.
That's a different scenario then.
How was that different? I hoop.
I think the main difference here is that Pat Bev is in fucking game shape for the most part. And then you're trying to bring out a dude that's been retired for.
I think y'all.
Okay, so let me ask. Let me give a serious scenario. Frigga wants to play you for money. You playing Frigga? He putting 10 bands on it. You gonna play Frigga for 10 bands?
Again, I think the gap is bigger than the other gap, but yeah, let's do it. Check the ball.
I think that's an active size gap. I think that's especially after seeing Jennings play with Frigga and seeing what shape he's in now. Yeah, especially compared to niggas like Joe Johnson, compared to the other people that he had played against randoms.
I think the difference in what you're saying and what I'm proposing is, so at one point in time, Brandon Jennings was a professional NBA player, right?
Mm-hmm.
At one point in time, Patrick Beverley
Pat Bev.
was a professional NBA player. At one point in time, Devontae Friga was an NCAA collegiate athlete.
I feel you. I get what
At
you're saying.
no
I
point
get
in
what
time I was
peak of the
never
powers. You have to be even. I get
an
it. Okay.
NCAA.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Fair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying in that conversation. So even if you put Davis at like a 5 times a week LA Fitness hooper or whatever the case may be, that's still a better comparison, both size wise. We've never hit that collegiate level, whatever the case may be. It's 2 professional athletes competing. One just happens to be in less shape, but they're both professional athletes. So at that point, roll the ball out. I'm still playing.
I can see the reasoning. I still disagree.
I ain't soft, so.
Oh.
Yeah, so I played against the best.
No instigation there. I'll work on it.
Anyway.
I'll work on my game.